Black Adam, You're the Villain issue 1. Paul Jenkins wrote this with Inaki Miranda on the art. So what was this, Matt?
So this is one of the Year of the Villains tie-ins. Although this is the first one that attempts to tie in Leviathan, Year of the Villain, and the Infected.
Interesting.
So yeah, and it juggles them all pretty well. So basically, the story is the people in Kandak are getting restless with Black Adam's rule. They basically want what other countries have. They want to start, open elections and, allowing unions for the work. But, Black Adam's all about keeping things as traditional as possible. So his generals are, his generals don't know how to approach this, and I kind of skipped over the beginning. So in the beginning, you see King Shazam standing over basically a crater that is Black Adam, and it doesn't look, and it does one day earlier, so it doesn't look well for our Kandaki hero, and that's where it gets to the part about his generals don't know how to deal with this, and Black Adam's meditating. He has these priests all around him, and he's like, well, does the power of conduct come from the people, or does it come from me? Because basically I'm who the gods have picked to lead this place. And it all leads up to King Shazam showing up and kind of stirring up the people and going, hey, this country's kind of a crap hole. You guys should deserve better. And Black Adam's not doing anything, so he's trying to turn them against him. And that's when Black Adam comes out, and he thinks that he's dealing with Billy, but it's not. So they fight. Parts of Kondak are falling down. It's this big, massive brawl. And at one point, Billy turns back into Billy, thinking like that's how you beat Adam. But it turns out that Black Adam was just keeping him busy for the daytime, because that's when the people of Kondak, when the sun comes up, they do their morning prayers to the gods, and that basically charges him up and kind of traps him in almost like in a prayer circle, like a belief circle. And Black Adam's able to kick King Shazam / Billy out of Kandak. And there's a fun part where he turns him back into the boy, but he covers his mouth. And he goes, you don't say anything until you get outside the city limits. And then that's when he leaves. Black Adam comes through and basically tells the generals, hey, you guys fought well for me. The people shut up when I want them to. We'll kind of give them what they want, but just keep in mind who I am and what I'm capable of. So while it wasn't as good as some of the other Year of the Villain tie-ins, it was a fun little Shazam story. So if you do like Shazam, which who doesn't at this point, check it out.
You're not getting it as consistently as you might like from Johns. So
no. So yeah, it's it's Black Adam and Billy mainly fighting throughout most of it, and there's some little there's some wisdom from Jenkins and what it means to be a leader to Black Adam. Although even here, he doesn't seem like he's a despot or anything. He looks like the city, it's like Kandak's on the come up. They still have a lot of work to do, and they're still figuring it out. But at no means does it feel like he's a villain. So it's almost weird why he was showcased here. Like, I get it, Black Adam's a villain, by trade, but here he wasn't seen as particularly venomous, like a snake, villainous. But yes, and he beats King Shazam, which was nice. So it does show that these infected are, a little bit vulnerable, if you're willing, which makes me wonder what's going to happen in Tynan. If we're going to see like almost an anti-hero brigade come up and take these guys out. So that could be kind of fun, because they're neither evil nor embracing doom. They're just kind of there. So I'm thinking someone like Zod and Black Adam, like we were talking about these last week, the kind of neutral but lawful at the same time, those type of characters. But yeah, other than that, though, I mean, it's a fun story, but I didn't think I needed to read it. I don't think anything. I appreciate that it did try to at least address Leviathan and Year of the Villain. So at the same time, we didn't get the Doom symbol. At least I don't think so. So that was nice. But ultimately, it's kind of forgettable. Like it's good, but nothing. I wish I didn't read it. I read it early. Had I known you didn't read it, I probably would have skipped it. But...
I haven't read any of these one shots, Matt. How are you expecting me to read this one?
I thought you would have been in for Black Adam. That's all. Also, I have a problem, and I need to shift blame to someone else.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll give this one a 7. It's fine.